So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They start on the ground with Elliott. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Here we go, 47. 56. Mike. 56.
Now Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
I got you.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Like 20.
Xavier Woods on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
This is Breida. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Here we go.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Breida. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
Bravo.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again.
Big gas. Under crush.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
He better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Check out 47.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Draw play, Elliott. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And Forbath will put this one through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Request to win. Let's go. Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 37.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check three.
They'll try to run with Breida, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 79 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
I got you.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check back.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Right there, 56. Watch the curve.
first down. Pollard. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
We got it. We go 46. 56.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Watch the slap. Watch him go to 54. Go to 54. Right. Slam.
On third down, Pollard, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. They'll run it with Coleman. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the run. They're running it.
Throwing. Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
Here we go.
Now, this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his second sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Garoppolo. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
Here we go.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Mark 55, Mark 55. Hey, Foxtrot.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again. DeMarcus Lawrence. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
You can't stop me. Hey, alert.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Malik Collins. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. Now here's Pollard. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And he certainly played a pivotal role. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Hey, Delta.
Garoppolo on 1st down. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his 1st catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Robert Quinn in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive, and they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Here's Pollard again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. On third down, Elliott. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. They'll run on first down. Pollard looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Here's Gallup getting it on the jet sweep. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers. Ball.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
We're going to 54. 56.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
21.
It's Coleman here. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Tevin Coleman taking it in. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. They're going to try and run. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. And that'll make this a 10-point game. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2.
56 is the mic. Don't get nervous. Hey, kill. 56.
Here's Prescott. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. If we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit to hit with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me, I am up. Number 1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. With state prop, you looking bleak now. I was home to sleep, designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find it, so she fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad being pesto.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, here we go, team. Here I come.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. On second and 9, Garoppolo. And this is Selleck here with a grab. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. On first down, Coleman. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 down at the 33.
11.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Hey, gun!
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. Garoppolo now on third and goal. Steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Robert Quinn able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Really talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Right there, 56. Here we go.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Check 56. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Kill. Check 26. Check 26.
26. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
You can't get past me.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. We're going to 53.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, kill.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
No running room for Zeke on 1st down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 29.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. Now Prescott on 4th down. He finds his man. It's Austin. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. On 1st and 10, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Joker.
On 2nd down, Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me,
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Tie ball game. Still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw is Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. That good for 22 and a 1st down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And that's complete to Sanders. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And Gold is able to put it through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Prescott from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved a first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Prescott down. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. They'll go with a big back. This is Olawale. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Forbath able to convert the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Garoppolo gives to Breda, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, dude. Hey, gun.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
I got you.
Check 55 to Mike. Army.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Watch twitch. Watch the twitch.
Gun.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 47-yard line.
Here we go. Wide angle.
Watch QB drop.
Here's Pollard. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Yo.
First down, and it's Pollard again. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You can't block me. Check 3.
47.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
26.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 31.
47.
Brings up 3rd down.
26.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. Elliott a first down and more. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Hey, kill. 26.
On first down, Pollard. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Carry now for Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Watch it.
We're going to 53.
Safety.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Forbat now to kick it away after the made field goal. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. McKinnon. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 17.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Garoppolo now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Garoppolo again. Open man is Samuel, complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Hey, Charlie.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And able to haul it in is Kittle. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. A tackle that time by Akala Witherspoon. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
We're going to 54. Why is?
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Months 56. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Out, 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 out. 26. Mike 56. Mike 56. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. 26. 26.
Now Prescott. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. As he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And that'll cross midfield here, not by much. Out of bounds just on the other side of the 50.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Garoppolo now. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Jeff Heath.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Being chased out left. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Here we go, 46.
Throwing here, Prescott going to take a shot for Gallup. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Cooper was the intended target. And now it's third down.
There you go. 56. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. We're going to 54. There we go. 26.
Prescott yet again. Going to take a shot for... And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. 7 souls, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. There's Garoppolo to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched, and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designing sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Yeah. When I've been up this One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. This will be fielded at the 6.
Let's go, first down Jags at their own 28-yard line.
Everybody, line in. 56. Check 56. All day, baby, all day. Hey, kill. 47. No change.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Check 20. Hey, kill. Hey, kill. Boss.
Now Prescott. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tavon Austin, 70 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now a 7-0 game. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. This is taken near the 13. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, it's Coleman, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Collins coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Oh, big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
I got you.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Malik Collins, and that will force a turnover on downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Richard Sherman on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down now, Pollard. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 29.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
There you go.
56, right there, 56. It's our time. It's our time.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Why?
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Cooper's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
He was taken down by his first partner. 45 yards. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Check. Crouch.
Yeah, he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They run for it with Breida. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Breida. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
11.
2nd and 6 at the Cowboys' 29-yard line.
2nd down, McKinnon. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd and short, McKinnon. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
On first down, here's Breida. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
It's 2nd and 8.
They run with Breida. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey,
writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Keep it up, guys.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's going to get this to Austin. Complete. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Run for Pollard. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Kill. Switch. Hop up. Hey, switch gears.
Now Pollard. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. He's going to let this one go deep. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
65, 65.
To throw is Garoppolo. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Malik Collins giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
41. Hey, Haywood.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
First down, 49ers.
Lock. Hey, high 7.
On first down, Garoppolo. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
54, why ain't? So we're going to 53.
Check. Mike 56, Mike 56. I got him. 80 weapons.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
56, right there, 56.
46.
Come get some. Come on here, come get some. He don't want it. 56 to Mike, boys, 56.
26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
Kill.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12
47.
at the 23-yard line.
Here we go, 47.
Check there. Check.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. And he finds Austin complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Push him back.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as his guys continue to pour it on. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan. Lewis. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Who that? Hey, check 24. Say.
On 2nd down, Pollard. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. 3rd and long for Prescott. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And Forbath will put this one through, and they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Forbath now to kick it away after the made field goal. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
18 yards, first down Niners. Right back to Coleman here on first down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he cuts it right sideline. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards on the ground. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second down now, it's Coleman, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out, and the 49ers get a score closer. They run it with Breida, and he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A first down throw for Prescott. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A very solid gain of 27. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 6-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
I got you. 6 guys.
We're going to 54. Why? 26.
Here's Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Hey, Alpha.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
All day, baby. All day. We coming all day.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Here's Breida. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
He was brought down by
I got this.
They run again with Breida, and he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
Kill.
21. Here we go.
Garoppolo gives to Breida, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Watch the run.
Well, Prescott here to throw. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. It's a keeper with Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Rush in.
Lock.
Wall.
I got this.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
Here we go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Hey, defense, let's go.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. This is Breida. And an alley to run. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Check.
San Francisco.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
me on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many miracles bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it slow. I'm sturdy as hell, it's a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gang saying hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not. Their stereotypes, they do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jobs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but I'm LeBron. Rings to the team, I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to the well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clarity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice. Taking notice. Taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice. Yeah.